Welcome to the ICE podcast, supported by the US Soybean Export Council, an initiative to enable the cold chain industry of India to be future ready.
Welcome, friends, to this edition of the ICE podcast on cold chain technology. We are speaking about the cold chain infrastructure, cold warehouse complexes, and cold storages that form a very large part of this infrastructure. A well designed cold warehouse with the best of the features and safeties may turn out to be a badly installed and a badly constructed cold warehouse due to poor and unprofessional installation practices and lack of attention to detail. Also, it is important to note that there are over 6 to 10 different disciplines and their executing contractors in the construction of a cold warehouse. That makes the job all the more challenging. To hear about how to ensure a good installation and a good construction of a cold warehouse, we have with us a very experienced engineer entrepreneur, Mr. Ravindra Varma, and he will be speaking on good installation practices. Ravi is a mechanical engineer and an MBA from the SM University, Tamil Nadu. He has been in the field of refrigeration, prefabricated constructions, material handling systems, and ref equipment for more than 20 years. He has extensive experience on design and facility planning over a wide spectrum of industries across India and overseas. He was responsible for several key projects like the Bayer Bioscience, Monsanto, Syngenta India, Coca Cola, and other large corporates. He has worked at different locations in UAE, in Sri Lanka, Mauritius, and Bangladesh. Ravi is considered as a subject matter expert for dehumidified seed cold storages, rack assisted and mezzanine assisted cold warehouses. Ravi has also worked as a consultant for various projects in the field of pharmaceutical warehousing, logistics, seafood processing, fruit and vegetable processing, and cold warehousing across India and abroad. I warmly welcome Ravindra Varma to give his talk.
Hi, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to explain on the topic of drivers to a good installation of a cold warehouse and cold store. Most of us would have heard this saying, well begun is half right. Over the next few minutes, I will try and share my experience to make the other half also right. After having done the hard work of laying the right foundation for a cold chain facility with an efficient and intelligent design and sourcing the best in class products and handing them over to the rightly skilled integrators, the focus shift to implementation of the installation of the facility. We need to spend enough quality time, do immense planning, and take extreme care to install a cold warehouse. I am of the strong opinion that this is unfortunately the most neglected aspect of the whole puzzle. So let's drive through the critical aspects of a good cold chain facility. First and the foremost, conceiving the purpose and design of the cold storage being built for by all teams involved in the project. Selection of the right integrator. What does this mean? Understanding their strength, competencies, weaknesses, past experience, and visiting referral sites. For example, building a 15-meter tall cold store, it is imperative to assess the contractor experience of handling such large insulated panels. It also helps us understand the requirement of equipments for lifting, installing them in the right manner, using the right tools and tackles for fixing such as spirit levels, hole saw cutters for refrigerant pipe holes, using the right measuring gauges for temperature and pressure, etc. Have clear understanding of scope and time. Call for a meeting with salesperson, project manager, and ensuring that all stakeholders are on the same page on finalized approved drawings, all deliverables, more specifically on time and scope. It is quite necessary for anybody to understand the critical aspects. For example, fixing the indoor unit concurrently with ceiling panels in the absence of space above the cold room ceiling, installing it in the right sequence, having the storage racks installed first before the insulated panels for rack assisted warehouse, and having the floor insulated before installing the racks. Have a very practical but strictly enforceable safety policy. Though it is important for the project to be completed on time and as per expected quality, it cannot be at the cost of safety. This will ensure that accidents are prevented and no human lives are lost or valuable time is lost due to unfortunate events. For example, having a fire extinguisher ready during the brazing of copper joints or any hot works, having exit clearly marked in case of an unfortunate event at site, having lifeline installed where high works are involved, having good lighting at workspaces, strictly enforce no smoking policy, zero tolerance towards child labor, etc. Use of project execution charts like Gantt charts, bar charts with timelines for each activity, scheduling of works for various contractors to maximize the use of available time and resources. Regular reviews with all stakeholders. It is important for all stakeholders as it helps assess the overall situation and iron out any issues that can cause delay or costly errors. Although a lot of planning goes into any project, it is not very uncommon to find projects stuck due to seemingly small errors. For example, incorrect door size resulting in MHE not going through the door. Such errors can be avoided by having regular reviews with all stakeholders. Project manager shall be responsible for breaking up the activities of work involved in the cold store warehouse, like making and marking the procedure of each activity to be done at site and ensure adherence to the same, like civil works, PEB construction, sandwich panel installation, refrigeration system installation, storage system, electrical works, etc. Planning delivery of materials at site on the right time. Mapping of works to be done by each contractor on daily and weekly basis and monitoring their activities. Precise work with proper level checking. Slope of the floors wherever applicable as per the design requirements. Exhaustive pre-commissioning checklist before cold commissioning and hot commissioning procedure to be followed. A good installation quality improves the built quality of any kind of construction. I am sure by now we would have realized that getting the project implemented is quite a challenge and it can be the difference between success and failure of an investment. So think first and then act. Thank you.